It's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, as you know, I cannot sing. As you just heard, I really cannot sing. So, what's up, guys? Adventulina here for another episode of hopefully your favorite travel podcast. I hope December is starting well for you. I hope you had a good time around Thanksgiving if you celebrated. And if not, I hope December treats you better. I was thinking, since we are already in December, we are approaching the holidays, how about we get some fresh ideas about what we're gonna give to our loved ones, the ones who love exploring, the ones who have the same addiction like us. So I decided to re-release an episode from Adventulina from last year. And this is an episode where you are going to get information about what to give as a present over the holidays to people who love traveling. So stick around and listen to this episode. I hope it's going to help you figure out shopping and figure it out on time, because let's be honest, we often wait until last moment. So enjoy this episode, and I hope you get some fresh ideas for your loved ones. And I'll see you guys next week. Until then, thank you again for the support, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to hear from me more often. Now, enjoy! Hello, dear passengers. This is your captain speaking, and we are about to take off for another episode of Adventulina. Hello guys, welcome back for another travel dose courtesy of Adventulina. It's time for a new episode, another travel update, and also sounds like this one is going to be dedicated to the upcoming holidays, because as you remember, we start to decorate for them and celebrate them after December 1st. So I was waiting for this date to pass so I can release the episode. And first, let me give you a quick update on my Texas, New Jersey trip last week. As I mentioned, it was my first time in Texas and I had a lot of fun. Dallas was nice, the weather was good, and I had a chance to explore a big chunk of downtown despite being there for work. After that, I flew to New Jersey and spent a few days with my friends, attended their baby shower party, had a great time. The weather there was so nice too, despite being mid-November. Skies were clear, it was sunny, and so nice to walk around. But anyway, I was gone for a week, but it felt like it was longer. And being back in San Francisco, it was already Thanksgiving week, and what does it mean? Long weekend. Yay! So I was excited to celebrate and of course eat like a pig. I actually got to celebrate twice. Once on Thursday with my close friends here in the city. We almost burned down the house, by the way, while cooking, but we successfully finished dinner and had a blast. Second celebration was on Friday. We had Friendsgiving with some other friends and it was so much fun, just as usual with them. And on Saturday, it was so warm in San Francisco, perfect for a walk. I literally had to move my ass up for a little bit after all the food we had for 2 days in a row. Sunday, I had planned a road trip with 3 close friends. We went down Highway 1, which in my opinion is one of the most scenic, if not the most scenic road in the US, or at least in California. First stop was a spot a little after Pacifica. For those of you who have been in the area, it's called Devil's Slide. Ocean views from up there are gorgeous, but so they are all the way down to San Diego, right? Next up was Davenport and the famous beach with the swing, but as it turned out, there was no swing anymore. This is one of the cases where Instagram created some expectations of a place I was going to visit, and when I got there, it was way different. Don't get me wrong, I did my research before going there. I looked up some info, but shit happens and sometimes we get a little disappointed. But it's okay because the place was still beautiful. We just didn't get to take the popular swing shot, you know? On top of that, we knew in advance that getting down to the beach from the cliffs is pretty tricky. There's basically a rope and you have to go down by holding this rope while supporting yourself in a pretty narrow crack in the cliff. So we decided to skip this little adventure slash potential body damage, because once we discovered there was no swing, we were fine with just looking at the beach from above. Next up was Capitola, a small California town known for its beach colorful houses, which are pretty picturesque and cute. So we walked a little bit, bought some souvenirs, mostly me, snapped some good photos, and left for our final destination, Monterey. Last time I was in Monterey was in February 2022 when I went down for another road trip with the main goal of exploring Big Sur. So this time Monterey's visit was quick but still very nice. Me and the girls had dinner at this great seafood place, drank some wine, gossiped for a little bit, and pretty much pronounced the day Chisme Sunday for my Spanish speaking listeners. So basically, I again couldn't stay home for more than a week and had to drag my ass somewhere. It's true. It just felt right, especially on such a sunny and beautiful day in California like this Sunday was. That's what I love about living in San Francisco, by the way. There are so many places, there are tons of cool places to visit for a day trip. You don't need to go on a long vacation to be able to explore awesome places or to visit a national park or some kind of nature. There's so many places close that you can fit in a one-day trip. But back to holidays. It's already December. I'm allowed to discuss holidays. I'm allowed to decorate, to listen to Christmas songs, to take photos with Christmas trees, and to do everything that includes the Christmas spirit. So I was thinking today maybe we can discuss what gives our traveler souls joy. Come on, be honest. You expect some travel shit as a present from your loved ones, or from your parents, or your friends. Or maybe you want to give someone who loves traveling something like this. I know you. You want that luggage piece, you want that souvenir, you want that airplane ticket. So, without further ado, let's talk about what Christmas present to give to a traveler, as known as what would make us happy for the holidays, considering our obsession with exploring the globe. Let's go! First of all, I want to be clear, we, people who travel, are so easy to shop for in general, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. Having this obsession to constantly explore, I find it pretty easy to come up with things I want. Meaning it should be easy for the people who know me and who are going to shop for me to come up with it too, right? Like if you ask me what I want for Christmas, I can literally make a list of things and 95% of them will be travel related, or maybe 100. So I feel like travelers are pretty easy to shop for, even if they are picky, which I'm not, but I'm sure there are fellows out there who are. So let's talk about some of those things, and I hope it will give you ideas for either requesting some of those presents or giving them as a gift to another person who could benefit. We, of course, will start with the biggest classic, airplane ticket. It's the easiest and most popular thing to give to someone who loves traveling as a present. Time before holidays, especially between Thanksgiving and after Cyber Monday, you can find very good deals when it comes to flights. Or maybe you have some miles, points to spare from your credit cards. Whatever it is, it's the easiest and the most logical thing to give. Giving a present like this should also be aligned with vacation time and, making sure that the person will be able to take the days off working. If they're not working, I guess this lucky bastard or bitch will be happy with anything. Just kidding. But yeah, if you're buying a flight for someone, make sure they can fly on the dates you picked, or get them a gift card for an airline. That's even better, especially when you're not sure of the dates. A gift card with credit to spend on airlines is perfect, as the person can decide on time later and also on a specific destination. Unless you're very close to this person or you're their partner and you're sure the dates would work, just go for the gift card. I know it's not as exciting as if you get tickets and it literally means the vacation is booked, but it still works. At the end of the day, they will be traveling and that's what matters. Speaking of gift cards, another great present for a traveler would be a voucher for an experience. This is probably one of my favorites since, in my opinion, the best present you can give to someone is an experience or a way to make memories. Items will break, clothes will get worn off, money will be spent, but memories from experiences, they stay forever. Or at least until you start forgetting things when you're old. But if you know the person very well, you can literally just book an experience you know they would like. If you don't know them that well, I guess ask someone who does so you can get the best possible present. You don't want to book a hot balloon flight for someone who's terrified by heights, for example, and for sure is not going to enjoy it. If you already have a trip planned with the person you're shopping for, you can get them a ticket for something at the destination you're going to. That unfortunately only works if you are usually the planner, because if you're not, most likely everything is already arranged by the other person and they already have a list with the things they want to do. Maybe even have the tickets already. It's hard to be surprised when you're usually the planner of the trips because you already have everything set up: transportation, accommodation, tickets for activities. Sometimes the people or the person you travel with don't even know where they're going, or they have minimal knowledge because they rely on you. Basically, the whole plan depends on you, including the people who are coming. So, if they have no idea where they're going, most likely they won't know anything about the interesting things you can do there, meaning they will not know what to buy for you. Anyway, another great present for people who love to travel is a suitcase. Any kind of luggage piece I feel like is a great thing to give and will be so useful. Ideally, the person has had an old set of luggage that is so exhausted at this point that they could really use a new one. On the other hand, some people love having variety even when it comes to stuff you travel with. Maybe the person would love to have one more carry-on, you know? There are literally people who have different pieces of luggage, and depending on the type of vacation or even their mood, they just grab different carry-on or checked-in luggage. If the person you're shopping for is picky, don't take risks and don't buy something they may end up returning. I know it's not a big deal and it's not the end of the world if you give someone something and they decide to exchange it, but it's never a great feeling, so let's try to get it, from the first time. If you know they're picky, maybe get them a gift card, back to gift cards, from a company that sells luggage pieces or a general retail store that sells this too. This way they can pick whatever they want. Next suggestion for a present would be travel accessories. Those little things that every passionate traveler likes to have. First thing that comes to mind is, for example, passport cover. Even if they have one, back to variety, it's never too much to have another one. You can also personalize it with their name or maybe a photo they love, or maybe like a destination picture. There's so many options. How about a luggage tag? Another cute little thing that can never be useless and not wanted. I'm also not saying only buy one item. You can literally combine a few things and put them together, or even make it like a travel basket, It will look even better. Add like a sleeping mask, pair of earplugs, power outlets, which is probably one of the things people forget the most. Maybe a pair of nice socks, pillowcases for the picky ones, because yes, some people travel with their own pillow and they may need those. Scrunchies for the ladies. Other part of travel accessories, I call them make my airport stay and flight better. Basically anything that can make my travel experience better when it comes to, being comfortable and entertained. Starting with headphones, everyone needs a good pair of headphones, power bank or any portable charger, especially for people who have multiple devices or who work remotely. There's so many options, small and bigger, for your phone or combined for a few devices, headphones and watch too. It's always so useful. How about luggage scale? And again, it doesn't have to be one item. You can combine a few things and put them in a cute basket, or you can make multiple small presents, which will be exciting to open one by one. Frequent travelers need a scale for their checked-in luggage, and it's always a good thing to have. One of the things I hate from the airport experience is having to rearrange things in my checked-in suitcase. It's a pain in the ass. It's frustrating. It's stressful. It will probably end with either having to throw things away or having to wear them. Talking from experience. You can also buy a wallet for all documents needed while traveling. Some people love having all of their important stuff at the same place, so if you know the person well enough, go for it. This way, boarding passes, in case they're not electronic, Cards, money, passport, everything can be together, which is a good and a bad thing in my opinion. It's good because everything is organized and placed in the same wallet, and it's bad because if you lose this wallet, you lose everything at once. It just hurts my heart to even think about it. But anyway, back to the comfort while traveling and those little things that can help us deal with the stress. How about one of those coffee cup holders that you can attach to your carry-on? Coffee lovers like that, and it comes handy for water bottles as well. How about a luggage case? I hate how dirty and broken your luggage pieces start to look after a certain time, especially the big ones you check in. I've said it before, if your suitcase doesn't have any scratches, have you ever traveled? And I stand behind these words, but at the same time, you can put a luggage case and protect your suitcase while still wandering the world. People pay the airport to have their luggage wrapped and struggle with removing the wrap later. So I would say get a case and use it, or give it to someone who would use it. It's pretty cool that luggage cases come with a huge variety when it comes to fabric and also cool looks, so that makes everything more fun. Travel pillows are a great accessory as well, and nowadays you can find a big variety of them, not just the most popular neck pillow, but literally full-blown pillows to wrap around yourself and much more. Symbols and items related to traveling are also something that I believe every traveler would enjoy and appreciate. Maybe not the ones who travel for work or live on the road, as they can't really carry those things everywhere, or they don't even have a permanent home or space in their RV, whatever. But travel items such as home decoration, for example, will really melt my heart if I get it as a present. Think of a globe, a very cute painting, maybe of a place this person has been to, or their dream destination, for example. Maybe a map of the world in a frame, or a nice quote on something, mug, souvenir, canvas. There are so many options with different travel quotes on items like this. You can also personalize it. Off to another suggestion, maybe another thing in my top 3, photo albums. Guys, there is no power in this world that will convince me to stop printing out photos. Literally, it's impossible to make me do it. I can argue until tomorrow about that. With everything being electronic nowadays, I appreciate so much everything that can be touched or held in hands. Ew, that sounded a little... Never mind. But yeah, real photo albums that you can hold, turn their pages, keep them on the shelf. It's so much better to keep your memories like this. Especially for paranoid people like me who are afraid something will happen to their computer or cloud or whatever you keep your photos on. A photo album is perfect for any traveler, although most likely they already have one. You can get them an empty one with some great covers. You can get them a personalized one with their photo on the cover. You can also get them an album with printed out photos already. You can make the album a memory from a specific trip, meaning you can dedicate it to a destination and only print out photos from this place. So many options. Another very cool travel present, in my opinion, is something that a person can mark the places they have been to, or like I call it, counting destinations present. Most passionate travelers have a souvenir collection like magnets or keychains or other small stuff they collect, which kind of keeps track of the places they have visited. But to have something that you already own and to mark your destinations as you go is also very cool. Maybe one of those scratch maps that you get to scratch the country you visit, or for people who live in the United States, I've seen this cool frame US map where you can make stickers with the shape of each state you have visited and you can put them on the territory of the state. Have you guys seen that? They're so cool. It's like your personal map. Or one of those small metal rings you add to your travel keychain with every next country you go to. Literally every ring is pretty much engraved with the name of the country. How about one of those globes that you put pins on for each place you've been to? Have you seen those? You can also find very cool wall decor items such as the world map and different ways to mark your destinations on them. Girls can benefit from one more idea when it comes to travel presents, and it's jewelry. Nowadays, necklaces with travel charms are very popular, like a small thing shaped as the country you have visited or you come from, Or one of those bracelets with, sand from a destination. I love those. Pandora bracelets are still a cool thing and a great way to keep track of your travel achievements, although at some point one bracelet will definitely not be enough to carry all charms. So it's kind of limited unless you want to have two Pandora bracelets, which is a little too much. If the person you're shopping for loves hiking, you are in luck and literally have tons of more options to pick from. People who love going camping or hiking most of the time need some kind of gear to either get or replace. There are options for every budget. You can get them something big such as a tent, camping equipment, sleeping bags, or you can get them something smaller like hiking shoes, only if you know what they really like and their size, of course. Or again, a gift card for a hiking shoes retailer for them to pick themselves. If you want something small, you can get them mugs, tumblers, water bottles, and again, not to repeat myself, but gift cards, literally for everything. And also few small items that are just put together as one bigger present. Another idea, packing items. Every frequent traveler knows the struggle of packing. Well, not me, I'm a freak and I love packing, don't judge me. But I'm sure you can get them something for packing their luggage, like packing cubes or one of those separate bags that include a laundry bag, shoe bag, and stuff like that. I also love travel size items, and you can literally make, again, like a basket with all travel size things. Things like this are never enough. You always use them, you always run out of them, and you always need something. Body wash, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, mouthwash. The list is literally endless. I know some of these things can be found in every hotel's bathroom, but not everyone stays in hotels. And it's also useful to have a bag of those things for visiting friends and families or a night over, not just traveling. Ladies can benefit from more options as usual. For example, cosmetic bags or anything that can make their life easier when it comes to carrying makeup across the country or out of it. Other travel size items you can get for your loved one who loves traveling. I would say mini hair straightener, mini hair dryer for the ladies, mini steamer is super useful if you don't like staying in hotels, for example. Most travelers are also people who love to experience all kinds of stuff, such as concerts, museums, exhibitions, even in their own city or town when they're not traveling. If your person loves this kind of stuff, most likely they do if they're a traveler, get them a concert ticket for their favorite singer or band, or get them tickets for someone they like but they wouldn't usually spare the money to go to a concert. Other events count as well: festivals, exhibitions, stand-up comedy shows. The list is long. And again, when you give an experience as a present, you give this person a memory, something they will carry for a long time, something that photos will carry for even longer, especially if you print them out and put them in a photo album, as I previously said. Back to the Christmas laugh, right? Travel journal is another option that I suggest, somewhere a person can keep their memories or thoughts from a trip. There's so many options with also pages for writing and adding stuff you collected from your trip, such as those, little paper tickets that are rare now, but you keep because it reminds you of the destination, or a napkin from this great restaurant, or anything like that. You can get them a journal that they are going to keep using and writing for a long time. You can also get them a smaller journal suitable for only one destination, so they can keep everything from one trip in a separate journal. Have you guys seen those glass boxes that you can put stuff in from your trips? I love those. There's so much mocking around hoarding stuff from your travels that I feel like people stopped doing it lately. Not me, though. That bitch keeps shit you'll never believe. I have a few boxes in Bulgaria with stuff from my first few trips to the US, with like pamphlets I got at those places, paper maps, luggage airline tags, napkins from In-N-Out, salt and paper bags from other places, labels of different things. Like, when you first take a look at this, you're like, what in the name of Lord is that? But it all makes sense if you are there and if you want to keep physical memories from your trips, except for photos and souvenirs. I also have individual plastic bags from each place I've been to here in the States since I moved to San Francisco. In each bag, you can find different things I took from my trips. It's fun from time to time to open those bags, and remind myself of the places I've been and where each item is from. You can actually put those little things you've collected in a journal and make it look like a scrapbook. If you can afford buying something more expensive, capture the moment gadgets are the way to go, in my opinion. Every traveler will appreciate a good GoPro camera or an instant camera. And this goes back to my point that nothing can replace a printed out photo. There's just something really cool about being able to hold your photo in your hands, especially moments after you took it. I love my instant camera and I'm always so excited to wait and see how a photo turned out. Insta cameras are the cheaper option. They usually come with different frames and stuff to decorate your photos with actually extra cartridges, so that's a bonus. And this also reminds me of laptop sleeves or any camera equipment bags and backpacks. Great present for anyone who loves using their gear while traveling. Like, the more I talk, the more I realize that every passionate traveler has a good selection of items they're using while traveling, and there's constantly something needed. So this whole thing should be easier than you think, right? Off to the next one. If your travel fella you're shopping for loves reading, get them a travel book. A book for a certain destination, a guide for a place they want to visit, or just a book related to traveling. For me, for example, anything that has something travel related on the cover already has my attention, and I will be happy to open it and read it. And since we're talking about presents, especially for holiday presents, although all of these things you can buy for any occasion for your travel buddy, here's a suggestion directly related to the holidays: decoration and Christmas ornaments. What's better than turning your travel memories into decoration for the holidays and placing them on your tree, for example? I love personalized Christmas tree ornaments. They're so unique and touching. You can put a photo on it, or you can grab one with, an iconic symbol from a place. So many ideas. Damn, it's been a lot of suggesting and gifting. Okay, last one. My last idea would be something travel to be. Those are items that say something about future vacation plans. Maybe a piggy bank or some other cool thing where this person can save money for traveling. Any cool box with some travel theme would also do the job. Oh, after talking so much about so many travel-related things, I feel like I'm definitely going to end up on Amazon and order something for myself right after I finish recording. It's just how it works. Well, I'm always ready to give myself a Christmas present, so doesn't matter. I hope you guys already have an idea of what you're going to buy for your travel partners, buddies, friends, whatever. Or I hope you already know what you want for the holidays and only have to find a way to ask for it. Whatever the case is, I hope this was helpful and will make your holiday shopping easier and more fun. On my website, Adventulina.com, you will find this list and suggestions where to shop those items from. If you want to put a picture next to what we just talked about, go visit my website and get the holiday shopping done earlier, so this way you have more time to enjoy with your loved ones in December. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening again and for supporting the show. Enjoy your holiday shopping and stay tuned because my next episode is landing shortly. Bye bye!